When we started this project 3.5 years ago, the idea was, how can we change the landscape of what an acoustic electric can be? We had high expectations and hopes. What we found was it took off rather quickly, to the point to where we've actually had to expand our final assembly room 3 times the amount of what we started with. When you launch a new product like this that's so innovative and that is so outside the norm, you always hope that it'll catch on. And part of the design elements that went into this guitar was exactly that. It was, how do we make this so unique, have so many variations that you can utilize it with, that we can spread across multiple genres? That's what's resonated so well with not just consumers, but with artists out there that are standing in line waiting to get their hands on one of these. It allows some major flexibility within your live performance, within studio. People are finding unique ways to use this. How can you utilize this to fit with what your art is? Today we're going to walk you through one of first of 3 limited edition Acoustasonics. The first one that we're going to be launching is the guitar you see here, which is the Cocobolo version. First and foremost, Cocobolo is part of the exotic wood family that we're going to be using. So you see here the top, super figured, a nice beautiful sap line that runs through. The Cocobolo would typically be on the back and sides. The beautiful part about Acoustasonic is the way that the guitar works, we actually have the ability to have it forward facing, so you get more of the aesthetic vibe from it, and you actually still get the tonal characteristics of what Cocobolo gives you. The other part that we chose to marry it up with would be a white limba body. And we also chose to actually use the same wood combination for the neck. So when you're marrying up the body and the neck, you have a cohesive wood meetup that actually helps resonate with the overall guitar. And it looks very, very beautiful. You get some grain lines that you see running through there, especially when you get into where the back of the neck is. One of the other cool features that we chose to use is the limited edition exotics will come with a channel bound neck. So you see here where typically the fretboard would sit flat on the neck, we actually channel out the center of the neck and inset the ebony fretboard into the neck. Another key feature is the upgraded tuning keys. You've got black tuning keys, black tusk, nut and saddle. You've also got the ebony knobs. The guitar is working truly like an acoustic guitar. You'll see the sound port. It's actually working to help project the sound. So the specific waterfall design is an actually engineered feature set that helps what's resonating within the guitar, helps it actually boost the sound out. We did not change the electronics on this. We really wanted to encompass what the electronics do as you introduce new tone woods. So acoustic guitars, as you change the tone woods, they have different tonal characteristics that feeds through when you actually plug it in and play it through an amp. Same thing goes for Acoustasonics. If you were to play the standard model side by side with an exotic model, you're actually going to be able to hear different tonal qualities in each of the settings that you've got, which is a great key feature. So it's not just an aesthetic vibe, it actually it has tonal characteristics as well. Really what Cocobolo is going to do is give it a little bit more of a hi-fi sound. Because it's a harder, more dense wood, you're going to hear a lot more of the mids and the highs come through. The married combination of the Cocobolo with the white limba is definitely going to have a brighter, crisp sound than you would from the standard offering that we've got, which is mahogany back inside and spruce. So it's just going to be a brighter, different sound than what the standard model actually offers you. A key feature for us and a major component was actually hand selecting the woods that we're using. We chose to make it limited edition. It gives us the opportunity to go in and do the types of things that designers get to do, where you actually get to pull out sets of wood and visually look at them and look for the characteristics within the wood grains. Within the Cocobolo, you're going to see variations of some that'll have the sap line through it. You'll see some that don't have it, but that have a lot of figuring through it. But every single one of the limited 250 globally that we built of these were hand selected, not just the top woods, but the backs and the neck woods as well. As we start to build out what we've talked about as Acoustasonic being a new acoustic electric platform, really what we wanted to do is have the opportunity to elevate what we already came in with as its core offering. This is one of 3 exotics that we're going to launch throughout the rest of this year, which just give the player, the collector, the consumer just another variation to say, this is my unique version of a brand new guitar that is, changing the landscape of what genre blending looks like. I'm lucky enough to be a part of this, and also lucky enough to be able to now go out and search for that next thing, that next exotic wood, that next combination, which will only drive Fender's category into new areas which we've never been before.